Hey besties, let's talk about college, specifically dorms. I have put together a list of some essential things that I think you need to know when packing for college and shopping for your dorms, and just some essentials from someone who has gone through their first year of college, and my experiences and things that I brought that I didn't need and things that were really useful and things that I just think you should bring. I decided to do this video standing up. I don't know if it's a little weird, but there's no order in which this is going. I kind of just sat down and started a notes list on my phone and just wrote down all the things that I could think of that I really found very useful. First of all, whatever college you're going to, most schools put out a dorm packing guide or a shopping list. So I go to NYU. Here's the one that they sent out. I don't know, you can read it, but it's so basic. It's just bring clothes and towels, and so those are kind of helpful, but not really at all. My list might also not be helpful. So the first thing, this is just kind of a tip, but really most dorms don't allow burning anything, but lots of people do it anyways, which it happens. But one thing I will say is if you bring anything, do not bring incense. I had someone in my dorm last year that I heard was burning incense, and then some alarm went off or something, and the fire department ended up coming to the dorm and they got caught. So yeah, just out of everything, don't bring incense. This was something that I didn't bring at first, but then I ended up getting halfway through the year and it saved me. In my house growing up, we are not allowed to wear shoes in the house because it's gross. I was living in a suite and there were 5 of us. I was in the double and then we had a triple, but we all had one bathroom. But every time I would get out of the shower and I would step on the floor, my feet would feel so grimy because the bathroom, everyone's coming in and out out of classes, and we lived in New York and it's just really gross. It's come on, you're getting out of the shower and what are you stepping in? So I would recommend getting house slippers or slippers, shoes that you only wear in your room. I got these off Amazon. They're really cheap. Literally step out of the shower into these shoes after drying my feet. My feet never went in those dirty, but then I went to bed in peace. I feel this one's pretty popular, but there's lots of different ways to get storage and stuff for dorms. A lot of creative ways. You've probably seen a lot already. I'm sure you're familiar with the shoe caddy thing that people get. It hangs up on the rod of your closet and you just put a bunch of shoes in there. But I have a lot of clothes and not as many shoes. So basically I got one of those caddies and then I folded all my tank tops and a lot of my t-shirts and just smaller items, and I put those in there. So it ended up being so great because I was able to store so many more clothes that I couldn't fit into drawers or just on hangers alone. That's super great for trying to maximize your space. Everyone's dorm setup is different. My dorm had a closet, and then on top of the closet there was more storage. Originally I kind of just had a bunch of stuff up there, hair products and skin products and random stuff, but it looked so messy. So I would really recommend getting cute ways to store and kind of hide your stuff. I ended up going to Muji in New York after I moved there, and I just bought a bunch of plain white tubs, and I was able to store all my stuff in there and put it on top of my closet. You couldn't see any of the stuff that was in it, but it was just super organized and it looked so much nicer. It was also easier to go through stuff, just pull it down and everything's there. Going back to the packing list that the school gives you, I don't even remember if NYU said it or not, but I think somewhere in your housing you should get to know something about what they accommodate you with, and obviously I didn't read that, so I got this cute little trash can from IKEA, this mini trash can, matched some of my stuff, and then I got to the dorm and they already had a big trash can in there and a recycling bin. My little tiny trash can just sat by my bed the whole year. I never used it, not even once. It's actually still in New York. That was not a waste of money because maybe I can do something with it this year, but really it was a waste of money actually. I would check to see what your dorm has so you don't kind of get doubles of stuff that you don't need. Some people's dorms have different rules about lights, but in my last dorm, Kenzie and I had so many fairy lights and Christmas lights, and we just hung them everywhere, and it made it so cozy, and you don't have to turn on the giant ugly light every night, and it looks so cute and it's just fun. The TikTok LED lights can be cringe, but they are cute. Everything I'm saying is so subjective to whatever school it is. I had bed risers for my bed. They're super cheap, these plastic things that you put on the bottom of the bed and it makes the bed rise. I got bed risers for my bed, which I really liked because then it gave me more storage. We had our drawers underneath our bed, so it gave me a little more room to store stuff on top of the drawers, which was really nice. My brother is going to LSU this fall, and for LSU, there's part of the housing application form where they just lift the bed for you. I would check that, but if your dorm doesn't do that, or if you're going to NYU, bed risers are good to get more like storage underneath the bed. Another thing that was so nice was having an extension cord just for my bed, because there was like one outlet that was right underneath my bed, and I was able to plug in an extension cord and left it on top of my bed so that I could have my phone in bed, which was good for my alarms. I could even like charge my computer from my bed if I wanted to sit in bed and do work. Extension cords. Obviously, like, bed sheets are really important. I had 2 pillows and twin size bed sheet that I got from the college section at Target. And then my duvet, someone just asked me this today on like one of my dorm tour videos, but mine was just like a regular bedding set from Urban Outfitters, and I'm pretty sure it was a queen size, which is bigger, but because I had the bed risers, it never touched the floor. It just like hung over the bed a lot, but it was actually really nice because since it didn't touch the floor, it just covered my drawers and all my crap underneath there, which was really amazing. Another thing that I got last minute when I was dorm shopping was a bed tray, and I got it from IKEA. It was just like a plain wooden one, but I loved that thing. That was so great because I tried not to do a lot of homework in my room, but it really just happens when you're like up really late at night and you don't want to go to the library. But the bed tray saved me because then I could sit in bed and like have this little tray, put my computer on it, put like a little drink there, and it was just nice. Sometimes I would just use it if I ate breakfast in bed and put my computer up and I would watch Euphoria. There are endless possibilities with the bed tray. Just like a piece of advice, something that I really need to work on actually. Maybe this is more advice for me. When it comes to like clothing or really just anything, pick your favorites, prioritize what you bring, because you're probably going to be shopping when you get there. And even things like bags and tote bags. I have so many bags in New York. Because I have so many bags, I forget that like half of them are there because they're just engulfed in this monsoon of bags, and then I like end up using the same tote bag the whole time. So just something to keep in mind. Even with shoes, just bring your favorites, because at the end of the day, if you're really missing something, you can take it back during breaks and switch it out. My freshman dorm did not have a kitchen. I didn't really have many dishes, and I wasn't like really making food in my room. One thing I would recommend, because even like I use this so much even with just my water bottles, just get one dish sponge and like a little thing of dish soap, and it was so useful because when you are using the same water bottle or 2 water bottles every living second, they get pretty nasty. I would just clean those in the bathroom. And then kind of going along the thing with like bring only your favorites, clothes, really think about like what you actually wear during an average week, because I also have so many, like I feel like statement pieces in New York, and I just have so many clothes, way too many clothes. I'm kind of, with clothes like that, think about what you wear during an average week, kind of base it off of that, of what you want to bring. This feels very self-explanatory. Also, prepare for the weather that you're moving to. It's going to be different for everyone. For me, for New York, I have my North Face puffer jacket, gloves and scarves and hats and pants and leggings and thermals, because it gets so cold. If you're going somewhere like University of Hawaii, you don't need as many long sleeve things. The shower caddy, that's like a basic one again. I was sharing a tiny bathroom with 5 girls this last year, so I kept all my stuff in a little tiny like Target shower caddy, and I would just take that back and forth out of the shower. There wasn't really any room for me to leave that in there, and I didn't really leave my soaps in there ever. But even if you like did have a big bathroom, maybe it would be nice to just like keep all your stuff, because then you can keep your soaps and your toothbrush and toothpaste and everything kind of collectively together. Or if you have a communal bathroom, which I've heard about, then you definitely would want a shower caddy, you know, to walk it there. We had a bathroom for 5 girls, like I said, but there were only 3 towel hooks in it, which I don't understand. My towel was never in the bathroom, but I ended up ordering later online these little hooks off of Amazon that just slid over. You literally just place them on top of the edge of my desk. So the side of my desk, I had like 2 hooks where I would hang my towels so they could dry, and then I even ended up putting one on one of my drawers to hold all my like face masks when we were allowed to wear the cloth face mask. I feel like another obvious basic, but a desk light is really great. I got one from IKEA, and it's just a super simple white one. It bends and it's great. Sometimes you need to be doing work late at night while your roommate's sleeping and you can't have the big light on. Another thing, mattress pads. I did not have a mattress pad actually. I survived the whole year without a mattress pad, and I really won't complain. It wasn't that like uncomfortable, but Kenzie did have a mattress pad. When I would sit on her bed, there was a huge difference. I will be getting a mattress pad for this fall. And then you have like the basic school stuff like pens, pencils, planners, conditioners, which are really great. I ended up going to Goodwill my first week there to get like a little vase thing to put my pens and pencils in on my desk because I didn't have anything. But the only difference with college and high school is all 12 years coming up to this, you do the big school shopping and it's notebooks and note cards and everything. But it's kind of hard to shop for school supplies for college because you really have to wait to see either the syllabus from the professor and see what they want, or they'll email you and tell you what they want you to bring. But a lot of my professors didn't require anything, and if they did, it was only to bring like your computer, your laptop to class. A lot of people take notes on their laptops. Some classes won't even require you to have a pen. Before you go buy a bunch of stuff, I would wait to read the syllabus from each of your professors. And then of course, not like you would have left it at home, but laptop and headphones, even like stocking up on things before you get there. Shampoos and conditioners, toothpaste, toothbrushes, band-aids, even especially like medicines just for a common cold like Tylenol or NyQuil, whatever you take. You'll be so grateful if you have that NyQuil there already. I guess technically this one wouldn't fall under for everybody, but an umbrella or raincoat, unless you live in like Southern California for some reason, you're going to school there, the umbrella, raincoat, it will save you. And then also all of your important documents like IDs, maybe your birth certificate, or even your passport, because you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, my spring semester, I ended up booking like a solo trip to Paris and Wales, and then I didn't have my passport so my parents had to mail that to me, and it was like a big rush and a big thing, so might as well bring it all if you have it. There's a lot of things that are like kind of shared items that you probably want to reach out to your roommate or roommates before you get there so you can talk about it, and like some of those things could be a rug, cleaning supplies, a fridge or microwave, just like all of that stuff. I feel like you could figure out what you don't need double of and like things that you would share. I think I'm gonna do a closet clean out soon. I would list to Depop, but I just don't think that like I'm built for Depop, you know? Those were all of the essential items or things that I thought were important to mention. Some that you probably already knew or thought about. I hope that was helpful. And if you are going into your freshman year of college, congrats. That's so exciting. I am going to be a sophomore at NYU this fall. I'm studying film and television, and I will be doing so many dorm packing videos and getting back to New York and moving into the dorm and like first day of school, all the good stuff. If you made it through this video, comment what college you're at, what college you're going to, or if you're not there yet, what your dream college is, or if you graduated. I don't know why you'd watch this if you graduated though. Thanks for watching, and I will see you maybe in my next video. Maybe not. Maybe you're not here to stick around. Okay, bye!